Live from WFSB, Connecticut's #1 local news, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 7.
Good morning. It's 7 o'clock. I'm Eric Parker. We're finding some breaking news from Hartford this morning. A violent night as 9 people were shot in 2 separate incidents. The first incident happened about 10:30 last night near the corner of Greenwich Street and Tower Avenue. 2 victims were in surgery. 1 victim sustained non-life-threatening injuries there. Then another incident happened early this morning. A police lieutenant says 6 people were shot during a large gathering at a warehouse on Windsor Street. One of those victims, an unidentified male, died as a result of the shooting. We'll keep you updated on all these incidents on air and on the Channel 3 app.
Very heavy rain right now in parts of the state. In western Connecticut, New Milford getting pounded with some heavy rain according to our Channel 3 early warning radar. We've got some yellows and some reds and some oranges and even some purples, which is indicating some moderate to heavy rain coming down between Sherman and New Milford on Kent Road. So if you're waking up with us there, please let that pass you on by. There could be some minor flooding, some road ponding, etc. So just be careful. That's moving towards the north at about 15 miles an hour. So we're going to keep a close eye on that for you. In the meantime, it is all about Isaias today. And we are talking about the storm system making a run at the state. I don't know how much rain we're going to see. Looks like we're going to be on the windy side of the storm, definitely the windy side of the storm. We're definitely going to get some rain. How much remains to be seen. But the wind is going to be ferocious today with gusts in excess of 65 to possibly 70 miles an hour. There is a tornado watch box to the south of Connecticut, clipping southern New Jersey through the Delmarva Peninsula. I wouldn't be surprised if that got issued here relatively soon. Tropical Storm Isaias is moving in a north-northeasterly fashion at 28 miles an hour, and it rolls through with some pretty strong winds. You'll notice 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Look at that, 65-mile-an-hour winds, still a possibility as it moves through northern New Jersey and on up into parts of Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire. So there's a tropical storm warning in effect for all of us, and unfortunately a flash flood watch in effect for the potential for some very heavy rain, and it rains so hard that it doesn't have an opportunity to soak up in the ground. It just runs off and creates this flash flooding in parts of Litchfield, Hartford, northern Fairfield, and northern New Haven. Coastal flood warning also in effect, the 1 to 3 feet tide above average, and the high tide is at midnight tonight. If there's any good news, the low tide is around 6 p.m. So that'll be during the time that the storm is roaring. So at least we'll be at low tide during that time, which is beneficial for us. So here's what you can expect. Flash flooding, wind damage, coastal flooding, and even that last column, which I hate, that tornado threat column. Unfortunately, we had 2 tornadoes on Sunday in the state, and there could be more during the day today. All right, let's talk about those wind gusts. This is at 2 o'clock this afternoon, 34-mile-an-hour wind gusts in Danbury and in Bridgeport. Lighter amounts for northeast and southeast Connecticut, but don't worry, you guys are going to get some wind as well. This is 3 p.m. Notice 52-mile-an-hour wind gust in Bridgeport. This is 4 p.m. 52 in Danbury, 55 in Torrington, and then we get into the real crux of the matter here, 63 in Waterbury, and in Danbury, 63 mile-an-hour wind speeds. That's pretty tough. That is bordering, 74 is hurricane force winds, so we're going to be up there. And then by tonight, things start to gradually wind down. Now, the Storm Prediction Center has placed Connecticut in the slight risk category for receiving strong storms during the day today. Please keep that in mind. Our new London ICAM is Ocean Beach. It's looking okay at this point. Not a lot of rain down in southeast Connecticut this morning. Temperatures this morning are in the upper 60s and low 70s, and the dew points are in the low 70s. It's going to be very humid today. The air is saturated. We're expecting heavy downpours and strong gusty winds. Very windy. The likelihood of tornadoes is in the state during the day today. So keep it tuned to Channel 3. We'll certainly keep you posted. Highs today, again, close to 80 degrees, a little bit below average. And then after the storm makes a departure late tonight, we're talking about some pretty good weather. Chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Thursday looks good. Friday, a chance for a scattered shower or thunderstorm. Saturday, a little bit chance for a scattered shower or thunderstorm. And then Sunday and Monday, we're talking about temperatures approaching the 90-degree mark, so the temperatures are going to be above average. Let's all get through the storm together. Keep it tuned to Channel 3 and keep that app handy. All right, Eric, we'll send it back to you.
Scott, thank you. Cities and towns all across our state are making preparations for the impact Isaias could have. In Westbrook, all visitors are being asked to leave in the next hour. The Emergency Management Department is asking tourists to evacuate. And if you live along the water, you're being asked to leave by noon yourself. New Haven's mayor says crews have been working hard to get ready because he doesn't want the city to be caught flat-footed.
While we don't anticipate this being as significant a storm as Irene or Sandy, we still want to be absolutely prepared.
The National Weather Service says winds could reach close to 70 miles an hour. During severe weather, the governor activates the state's Emergency Operations Center, but they've actually been operating for months addressing the pandemic as the state and Eversource look at potentially damaging winds and the Tropical Storm Isaias bringing to our area. Governor Lamont is encouraging restaurant owners and homeowners to secure outdoor furniture, tents, and awnings. Eversource will have extra line crews and hundreds of support staff on standby, ready to respond to any power outages. Turning now to the latest on the coronavirus in our state.
Connecticut is in a good place.
Dr. Anthony Fauci, the nation's top infectious disease expert, says that Connecticut infection rates are very low, and he believes our state will have an upper hand if there's a surge in the fall. Governor Lamont invited Fauci to join his daily briefing. There were a lot of questions surrounding the return to school in the fall, and Fauci says he's in agreement with the governor and with President Trump on schools.
You have a low baseline. You're at a percentage that really is quite low, that you should be able, with care, to open up for in-person learning.
Fauci went on to say in-class learning is the best for kids' psychological health, in some cases their nutritional health, and it allows parents to work without needing to find childcare. But even with all that, he said there are going to be some risks and shared some new information about how the virus can impact school children between 10 and 19 years old. You can find more from yesterday's conversation with Dr. Fauci. It's right now on the Channel 3 app. New this morning, police have made an arrest in connection with a double murder in Bloomfield. 48-year-old Shaquila Holly faces hindering prosecution charges. Investigators say she's been sending money to the murder suspect as he continues to elude police. Police say 44-year-old Russell Smith of Windsor shot and killed two brothers outside Elizabeth's Bar and Restaurant in February. Smith has been on the run ever since. The U.S. Marshals are offering a $5,000 reward. And we turn now to Middletown, where the city has renamed a school to honor Black history in Connecticut. The Common Council decided on Beeman Middle School last night in honor of a local black family of abolitionists. The longtime name of one of the middle schools in town had been Woodrow Wilson Middle School. The former president's legacy, though, has been recently called into question for his defense of the KKK and resegregating federal offices during his term. Thank you for tuning in to Eyewitness News. Remember, you can get news and weather anytime you want it. Just go to the Channel 3 app. Thanks for watching. I'm Eric Parker. Have a great day.